Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you how to capture water drop collisions using this small electronic board, some wires and some electronic parts. Now please don't be put off by it. It's very simple to put together. I don't have any electronics knowledge. There's a little program has to be typed in as well. I don't know anything about programming. I've just made some inquiries on the internet because trying to make water drop collisions with one of these kits is going to cost about, I think they're about £170, and I couldn't afford that. So if you bear with me, I'm going to show you how to set it all up. I've made a couple of drawings and I've made a list of the parts you require, and I've also got a copy of the program that has to be put in. So if you bear with me, I'll just show you everything I've learned so far. This is the way the setup works. I have the button from the Arduino board. I press the button and two drops will come from the solenoid. Once they hit the water, I'm going to press the shutter on the camera and I'm going to take a photograph and see if I can catch a collision. It's quite easy once you're in a rhythm, and you can do it quite quickly. I'll just try a couple just now. Nothing. Oh, almost. No, but that's the way it works. And the great thing about this system is the program can be altered so that the drips can be altered for their timing. If it doesn't work out the way the timing's set up, then you can adjust the timing. You just have to reload the program every time you adjust it. So the variations are infinite. You can raise or lower the water, you can speed up the drips, you can slow them down, you can slow up or down the time between the drips, and just find the way it's going to be for you to work it. It's just a fabulous setup, and it's I'm really enjoying. I've had some really good results, but not just now. I'm just going to see if I can actually capture a few collisions just now, right in the middle of making this this video. So let's have a go and see how things get on with this. Almost. Yeah, there's one right away. Well, within three shots. Now, it's not fantastic, but that's the kind of stuff I'm getting quite quickly using this program. I'll just try another couple. Oh, there's another small one. Wow, we're getting good at this. Now look at that. I mean, this is just, for me, this is amazing. I know 5 or 6 tries with this, and there's another one. I'll bring it up a wee bit further. Yeah, I mean that's a really good start. That's how quickly you can make collisions with this system. So I'm very pleased with that myself. Okay, this is my setup for the collisions. I've got obviously my camera, a couple of flashes, 3 flashes actually, you know, the usual, a bowl of water, a drip feed from a solenoid. The solenoid will be wired up to the system, which I'll show you very shortly. My camera settings are 200 for the shutter speed. I've got my f-stops f25 to try and catch some depth of field, and just now my ISO is at 200. But I mean these just vary according to what you're using, but that's a good starting point. Now I would recommend that you get some xanthan mix. It's a gum, xanthan gum, and you mix it with some water. It thickens the water it's very difficult to get them to mix, but they do mix if you persevere, and you can buy the gum from Sainsbury's or Tesco's. You'll get it in the bakery department next to the gluten-free area. It's something to do with cooking, I don't know what it is, or baking. Anyway, the main part of this setup is this board I showed you, which is called an Arduino Uno board. It's an amazing wee piece of equipment, and next to it is, it's just a plastic board with holes in it. You pop the wires in and you pop the electronic parts in. There's only 4 or 5 electronic parts involved in this. It's the wires that put you off, I think. It looks like it's impossible to do, but I mean, I just set this up by myself, and I don't have any knowledge of this kind of stuff. I mean, half the time I don't know what it's for, but it does work, and it works well, and I'll show you some really good results just with the setup I have shown you just now. I've also written out, as I said, some information for you. So I'll start here. What I have is a drawing of where the wires go on these boards, on the Arduino Uno board, and on what they call this breadboard here. There's the electronic parts. There's a push button, 2 resistors, 1 transistor, and a diode. I'll show you them in a minute as well. But this is the drawing of where the wires go. So I'll just feed the video along here so that you can see what goes where. It really is simple to set up. It really is. Now, I'll go back to the drawing again in a wee while. What you do need is a 12 volt supply for the solenoid that activates and gives you your drips. So you can either put 2 9 volt batteries together, that'll give you 18 volts, or what I have done is I've found an old AC adapter, a 240 adapter, which the output is 12 volts DC. So I've just clipped the cable short and put a couple of crocodile clips on it, and it works. It's perfect for the 12 volt supply. I'll now show you the parts required. You need 1 push switch, 1 transistor, 1 diode, very small parts, 2 resistors, and these wires, the jumper leads. And this is the address where I ordered the parts. You can order them for anyone, but I just ordered them for this guy. brightcomponents.co.uk. And what I'll show you now is the listing, the proper name of the parts, so that if you do go hunting for them anywhere, this is the information you'll need. They're really cheap, really inexpensive, as you can see. £1.29 for 5. You have to buy the amounts involved. There's a pack of 5, a pack of 50, a pack of 50. You just can't buy them individually because they're too inexpensive. So if you just have a look at that, that's what you need. Some crocodile clips, push button, diode. You'll get all these things really for a good price. Now, if you go onto eBay, this is where you'll find the Arduino Uno board. Its proper title is the Arduino Uno Rev 3 at Mega 328p, and it comes along with a USB cable. Just be careful that you do pick the right one. I'll give you a wee glance at the one you need again, just to make sure, and that ranges by £5 to £9 for one. The plastic breadboard is a couple of quid. The leads, 20 for £2, and if you the micro switch, that's the same as the one I use in this, is on eBay for 2 for 99 pence. Called a mini micro momentary tactile push button. Obviously you need your 12 volt DC solenoid. Now it'll have ends seen at normally closed contactors, an inlet and an outlet for fluid, and they range between £6 and £13. Again, really quite inexpensive. That whole lot's about £30. Now I'll show you the program that has to be put in. I'm going to slowly run down it. Now this program has to be typed exactly as you see it. You know, all the spaces in the proper place, and the capital letters and the punctuations. Everything has to be as you see here. It really is quite a small program. You know, it doesn't take long to type in. You just have to take your time with it. And that's the program. Now, what else do I have to show you? I think I'd like to go over the drawing one more time, just like you see it now there. First, the Arduino board. There's slight variations on the boards, but if you can see this one, it's very distinctive. And you know, you just have to look at this drawing and make sure that this is the one you get. You can get it from many different companies. Just pick the correct one with the information I gave. And I'll start again with the drawing. These are where the wires, the buttons, the transistor, the resistors go. And I've did my best to colour code the wiring. It really is simple, this. I mean, I was surprised myself how I spent more time finding out about it than I did actually setting it up. So that's as much as you need to know about this just now. The next thing will be to show you the programming. You now have to load up the Arduino software so that you can type the program in ready for use. Now you'll find the Arduino software all over the internet. If you just print in to your browser, how do I load up Arduino software, you get tons of information about it. It's very popular. Once you have it in, then you have to print the program that I showed you. Now, just by sheer coincidence, the program for it is the one that's on the screen just now. But what will happen is, when you open your Arduino software, there may be another program behind, you know, or written there or something, but what you need is a blank sheet to start entering the program that I've showed you. So what you have to do is go into this wee taskbar here and just click on New, and what happens is you get a brand new blank sheet, and then all you do is start typing in this here, which is obviously on that piece of paper, and you put it in there. And I think with that you just have to take it down a bit and then, you know, start above that writing somewhere up here, and then just carry on writing. As you print, if everything's okay, it changes colour slightly here and there. It changes to blue and red here and there. So if you're printing the line in, it should always look like it looks there. It hasn't showed up on the piece of paper that I printed out. So that's basically what you do. You print that program in there. You can verify the program as you go with this button here. If you know, you can put in a few lines, and if you're not quite sure if you've made a mistake or whether you have or not, you can just click the verify button, and if you haven't made a mistake, everything will be as normal. If you do make a mistake, it'll highlight the line where the mistake is, and basically you just have to look along and see, did you miss a space, did you miss out a semicolon, or you know, something like that. But you must remember that everything you see there must go into this program so that it'll work. So once you print the whole program in, you verify it. That just lets you know everything's okay. Down in this space here, it will come in saying has been detected. Something like, you know, upload complete, everything's okay. Once you've done that, what you do is you go to the, oh God, I've got the wrong glasses on, sorry. You go to the upload button, and then you make sure that the cable from the Arduino board is plugged into your computer, into your USB port. That's very important, by the way, or it won't go in. Once you've verified that your sketch is okay, just click the upload button, and the sketch that you have will go into the Arduino, and again it will just come up along here. you know, upload complete or whatever it is. There's a wee green bar will be along at the right hand side here that shows you it's loading up, and then there'll be a message there that says, like, you know, upload's complete, everything's fine. Once you have the program in, you can start using it right away, just what I've been doing. But what I would like to point out is the great thing about this program is this start here is when you push the start button. Oh sorry, no, I beg your pardon. It's these parts here that are really important. The valve open is 95 and the valve pause is 20. Now that's the way it's set up. It'll open for that length of time, it'll pause for that length of time, and then it'll go back and it'll open for that length of time again. So you get, you know, a drip, a pause, a drip. Then, if we go down to the bottom a bit, there's a delay of 2 seconds. You can change that to suit yourself. It's just to allow the water to settle before you press the button again. So if you press it and then press it within 2 seconds, it just won't activate again. But the great thing about this is that you can change the values here. If you find after a short time, you know, your height, the water or whatever, that you're not getting collisions, you can change these values. You can change them to whatever you want, whatever you feel like. But if you do, it is then a brand new program. And what you have to do is, if you change anything in the program that's there, then you have to upload it again, because this is now a new program that you're going to put into the Arduino board. So that's what I think is a great thing about that. I haven't even tried it yet because I'm getting some nice collisions just now. But if I want to try and get some different collisions or alter my height or anything like that, then I may want to change these around. And maybe change the pause as well. You know, make it a wee bit longer, or you can make it shorter. You can make it shorter as long as you like. But always, if you adjust anything on the program, then you must upload it again. It's a new program for the board. So I hope that's been a good enough explanation for you. Now the other thing I'd like to point out is I didn't show you that when I was pressing the button on my Arduino, this is a button that I've showed you on the drawing is on the board, but what I've did is, for convenience, I've actually just joined it to a piece of wire, and I've put the wires in the board where the switch should be, because if you leave it lying on the table and you press the button on the table, you may move the table and then you might get some blurring in your photograph. That's why I have a remote control on the camera, and I have this like a remote control on the Arduino board as well. So it keeps everything lovely and steady while you're trying to make your collisions. So if I can think of anything else, I'll come back on. Failing that, I think I'll just put some photographs of the collisions I've had over the past couple of weeks and let you see how things go with it. I just hope that that somebody's interested in this and maybe gets back to me and lets me know if or how they get on, if they need it, if there's any questions, please get in touch. So thanks for watching.